Hi guys. Florida Metal Promethean. Hi. My hair's really fucked up right now. Sorry. How are you guys? Ooh. Good. Nice to see you guys. I'm a little late today. Later than I wanted to be, but perfect. That's nice. That feels good, right? Now you're like settled. Everything is good. That's nice. Yeah, I'm a little late today because I did the rest of the fencing today, but I had to actually rip out, literally uproot some weeds in order to be able to put the fence there. So it took me longer than expected. So that's pretty much why I'm late. But finally, all the fencing is done now. Cats are seemingly slowly but surely getting used to it. So that's really good. They're already staying a lot, back there a lot more than they used to. Mostly back there now, when they would mostly be in the front. So that's good sign. And I don't even have the canopy yet. It's gonna just probably get better once I even get the canopy. So yeah. So that's good, because that's the goal, I know they're cats, and I know they're gonna run out onto the other side because they want to explore. But as long as they mainly stay back there, and then sleep back there, and hopefully play mostly back there. So yeah, and then once the canopy gets here, I'll put that up, and then. But yeah, and I got 6 hours of sleep, I think. So. Something. I mean, so far there's 3 of them that are really they're still not getting it, and there's the 2 oldest ones besides Kakiti, but Kakiti is inside right now. So besides Kakiti, the other 2 older ones, and then Björn is having a hard time accepting this. And the thing, like the good thing is that the little guy Hanzo, he's the most important one to stay in the backyard because he's all black. And like I said yesterday, I think that had a lot to do with her getting hit, with Kakiti getting hit, because she is all black. So that doesn't help, in the middle of the night and everything. So it is really crucial that the little guy stays back there. That's the most important thing. And he is the one that stays back there mostly. Besides my tiger one, Twitch, my other one's Sweetie, and Jargy. They're all staying back there. They're really good about it. The only problematic one, really, because Björn is very attentive, and Björn's bright orange, and he's big, and he doesn't really go into the middle of the road. He doesn't, it's not really, he goes more on the side. The only problem is the Pepper Girl. We call her Pepper Girl because she's black, but she's like spotted with these light spots everywhere. Like, there's a name for it, I think, and I can never remember it. And she's so dark, and she always goes into the middle of the road. So I'm worried about her. But, I just have to keep bringing them back there. That's how you teach an animal. You just do the repetitive motion, the repetitive thing, until they finally understand. That's why I've been giving them extra food back there. I've been giving them snacks. Like tonight, for instance, I gave them some extra food, and I called all the cats to, come back here. There's food for you, luring them. Had to kill a wasp's nest today, and I felt very bad about that. I don't like killing creatures at all. But if they bite me, I might be allergic. I don't know. If they sting me, then, I don't want to die. That, when people talk about fear, like, what are you afraid of? Da, da, da. I'm afraid of wasps. I'm really like, this is an animal that I am actually like afraid. Because my mom was allergic and I have never been stung, not by a wasp. And I don't know, my mom was allergic to bees, I believe. I cannot really remember, but I don't know, if I may be allergic to, and I don't want to even fucking test it. So whenever these motherfuckers are out there, I run in my house. But this time, because I had to put the fence there and the fucking nest was right there, I had to spray it. I had to do it. And I hated doing it. And I sprayed it, and then I ran inside. And then I cleaned my carpet with a carpet cleaner for like a couple of hours. Did other stuff, cooked lunch, ate that, did whatever. And then I checked again, and there were two wasps on there dead. Fuck it makes me feel like shit, but I'm pretty much just defending myself because what else? Nothing, whatever. I gotta stop thinking about it. It's over, I can't do anything about it. So yeah, put the fence up. Sweat my ass off getting these weeds out of there. Oh my god, they were like, when they're like, when the root is like this big around on the bottom, it's so hard and everything, and I had to get that out of there. Draven helped with the big one. The big one he helped. The other smaller ones, I did them all by myself. Fucking pure violence. That's all you can do. You can only be fucking pure violence and ripping them out of there. Yeah. So what have you guys been up to? Tell me about your days. Yeah. How did that go? How did work go? Yeah. Normal day is good. Normal day is good. Yeah, catching up on cleaning, that's another thing I gotta do. I gotta fucking... Oh, wait a minute. You got 2 jobs now? Oh, yeah, you do the other thing. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. Yeah, it does suck. It sucks, like... People don't understand. Well, you have a child, so you know... Yeah, nothing is affordable. Nothing. It is actually pretty ridiculous. Like, to think that, a normal person works like 5 days a week and then have 2 days off. But on those 2 days, say Saturday, Sunday, whatever, And on those 2 days, they have to run all the errands. They have to run all the errands. They have to do the grocery shopping. They have to clean their house. They have to do their laundry. They have to do. There's so much stuff they have to do. So in all reality, you really don't have a day off. And I don't care if you're a mom, a dad, if you're a fucking animal person. Like, it doesn't matter. You just don't have it. You just don't have a day off. Nobody really has a day off. Right? Exactly. So... I hate that shit. I mean, you guys know, I've been telling you guys, I work less now at my job, but I do so much on my when I don't work at my job. I do so much around my house. It's unbelievable. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, and it's and when you talk about nothing is affordable, that's something. it's so crazy. Rent and stuff is so insane. I mean, nobody can live. They have to have literally at least one roommate. Every person in America has to have at least one roommate. If they do not have one roommate, and by roommate I mean it doesn't have to necessarily be a roommate, it can be a partner, but one more person living with them, then they cannot afford it. Doesn't matter. Even if it's just a 1-bedroom apartment, doesn't matter. Oh yeah, of course. Being a parent never stops. My mom always told me that. Like, it never stops. You're always, it's a 24/7 job. Yeah, and nobody considers any of that. And it is so funny. We went today. I do my, you guys know, on Saturdays and Wednesdays, I do my during the day going to the thrift stores, and checking stuff out. And we really didn't find much, but I did find a little thing today for $6. It was a little miniature cuckoo's clock. It's broken, like the mechanism and everything, and it's not, the time's not right and everything. Maybe one day I'll fix it because, I'm a clock worker now. I can. But, yeah, I saw it, and it even is made, it says made in Germany. Most of them usually are made in Germany, but I know sometimes they manufacture them in the U.S. too. But it's special for me, right? And I have a little tiny German corner, right? I have many altars, you guys know that, but I have one altar that's dedicated to literally only Japanese. And it's magnificent. It's awesome. I love that altar. But I got another corner, which is not, it's not an altar, but it's literally just a corner, a part of a wall. And that's where I hang. There's a picture of me and my brother. Funny enough, on one of my birthdays, we went to a Korn concert, and my brother hates that shit, right? But it was my birthday, and he came, right? So, and the picture is of me, like, and my brother's like, looking at the camera, smiling, right? So that's the picture there, and then I have a little cuckoo's clock, and then I got another, like, just a replica, pretty much, of a cuckoo's clock. It's not an actual, it's just a thing. And then I have, like, other little German thing. I have a little, it's a squirrel that's wearing, like, lederhosen and is holding a mug of beer with a hat. And what else I got? So I got little, and then I have a little plaque that I found. That was one of the best finds I've ever found. It's a little wooden plaque, and it has, like, in gold, obviously not real gold, but, in gold, it has the Bremer Stadtmusikanten. I don't know if Promethean, if you may know what that is. Yeah, that's true. So the Bremer Stadtmusikanten is very, it's very specific. Bremen is a city in Niedersachsen, which is it's a state of okay. Yeah. Well, see, when you translate it, it's actually the Bremen city musicians is what they're called, really translated. But yeah, I guess they call them like that. Yeah. So, and I lived for the last year at home in Germany. I lived in Delmenhorst, which is just a few miles, few kilometers away from Bremen. Okay, so for me, it was like when I saw that, because so it's specific, right? I mean, Promethean, but it is very specific. A lot of people have no clue what that is. But when I saw this plaque with the Bremer Stadtmusikanten on there, I was like, it was $1. I was like, I have to get it. And it's only like this big. So, Florida Meadow, for you to know, the Bremer Stadtmusikanten is it's animals that it's so, like, to explain it now to an American, it's just like I feel fucking weird. So it's like it's a dog, then it's a cat, then it's what is it? A dog, a cat, a rooster, and a mouse. I have to look at it now. A dog, a cat. No, a dog, a cat, something in between, and then the rooster, I think. Oh, that's it. That's it. It's a donkey, a dog, a donkey, a dog, a cat, and a rooster. That's it. It's a donkey, a dog, a cat, and a rooster. And they're all on top of each other. And that's how they, that's the main thing. They stand on top of each other. They're piled up like that. Yeah, and so so it was really cool. And then today I also found another thing that I found, and this is where I'm gonna tell you guys another thing that happened today that made me feel so awkward about myself, because what you guys maybe don't know is like I'm actually a very awkward person. I always feel awkward. I always feel very insecure all the time, but you guys probably would never know if I didn't tell you just now, because I'm good. I'm a performer, so I know how to. Yeah, it's adorable. It's wonderful, right? It's one of those traditional German things that are just like, you love it, So anyway, so we went to this new thrift store, but it's not a thrift store because I don't think that these clothes are used that they're selling there. But the clothes that they are selling, it goes to Veterans Relief Fund or whatever. They're making like this huge deal about it. Okay, fine. I don't care, So it's brand new, and we went in there, and it's all still kind of set up like a little bit, it's not really, but it's good, they're trying to make it look nice and organized and everything, so it's good. And we went in there, and I just went to the scarf section and where the wallet section is, all that stuff. And I went over there and I look in the scarves, and I'm like, oh, what do I see? And I see a fucking Warsteiner scarf. You know when you go to German soccer games or whatever, they always have scarves of their teams and stuff or whatever, right? That's like a thing. Yeah, and they had one with Warsteiner, the beer brand, Warsteiner, a scarf. I was like, I gotta buy it, bro. I gotta buy it. Put it in my German corner. I don't even drink Warsteiner. I don't like that beer. I don't know. It's not for me. But yeah, it was really cool. So I bought that. Or Draven bought it for me. It was like $3 or whatever. And then I overhear the cashier. So the two cashier girls, they're younger, right? They may have been younger than me. I'm having a really hard time at my age now, pinpointing people's age from like the mid-20s up. Like, I have a hard time. Are they young or younger than me? Are they older than me? Are they my age? I'm having a real hard time. I don't know what that is all about, but I cannot tell. They were anywhere between 20 and 30, I'd say. Okay, these two girls. So, and the one was talking to a customer, and they were talking about how expensive rent is and all that stuff, and I was kind of listening, and I was like, yeah, it's true, and blah, blah, blah. And they were talking, and then the other one came around, and the other one had like a black hair, and then she had like purple in the hair too. And she came around and she saw my shabby fucking slides, really shabby and dirty. I just wear them for working outside and shit, but they're like a very light purple color, right? And she comes around, she's like, I love your slides, the purple. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, they look like shit right now. She's like, yeah, but still, you can't go wrong with black or purple. And I'm like, I agree. And I looked at her, and she was, she had like the spiked earrings, and she was wearing the wicked moon crescent on her neck, and I kind of had to like giggle, but I was like, that's kind of, younger people, women, and I was like, oh, that's nice. And they were really nice, and then we laughed, and they were like, have a good day, and I'm like, you too. And then I went home and I did my thing, and then I thought about it later on. I was like, damn it. if I weren't so fucking awkward and weird and fucking like insecure, I could have totally just struck up a conversation and say, hey, you know, I give psychic readings if you ever want to come over and get a psychic reading or whatever, you know, and try to make friends and try to, you know, do something, and I didn't do it, and I feel so stupid. And I've been thinking about this the whole time, and I'm like, oh my God, why am I so awkward? God. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because in reality, guys, I'm really a very shy person. I don't really... I used to be very outgoing, like I wouldn't give a shit, and like da-da-da, but now, like in my 30s, I'm kind of just like shy. Like Draven would be talking to these people, and I'm just like, just don't look at me, don't say anything. I don't know why I'm like this. It's weird. Yeah, I'm trying not to feel bad, but it's just like, you know, I always complain I don't have anybody, but it's like, how am I supposed to have somebody? I mean, you know, besides you guys, of course. But it's like, how am I supposed to have other and new people if I don't do it? You know, if I don't fucking talk, and I'm just like, bye, and I like look away. I can't even look them in the eye. And that's, and oftentimes people that can't look other people in the eye, that's a bad sign. But I'm not, you know, it's not like that. I'm not a bad person. I don't know. Yeah, maybe next time. Maybe if that girl's scheduled next time, I can say something. But, you know, that's the fucking weird shit about me. Yeah, I'm fucking like... I'm a weirdo, and I can't do anything about that. So maybe, yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna go there Wednesday again. Be like, oh, hi again. So maybe then I can, because that's the thing. Like, once the ice is broken, then it's kind of okay. I'm still always gonna be like insecure and stuff, but it takes me it takes me like years. Literally, it takes me years to be not awkward with somebody. To be like completely comfortable takes me a long time. Thank you. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know why I'm like that. But I think I was kind of like that as a little kid too, if I recall. Like when kids were playing, my mom would say, hey, go play with these kids, you know, in the playground or whatever. And I'd be like, no, I'd rather do my own thing, you know, I don't know. But I wasn't an introvert. Like, growing up, getting into my 30s, I really was not an introvert. I'm a lot an introvert now, but I wasn't, you know, I don't know. I'm a little bit of both. Oh, you know, that's a really good point. That will really help somebody in opening up. Yes. Yeah, so I can totally, because I had to do that oftentimes. I had to do that. So I totally, I understand that. But then if you don't do it for a long time, then, you know, you start getting back into that, being awkward way, you know. Let me check my multi-streams. Probably not necessary, but yeah, it was a hot day today again. But what has been kind of letting up a lot lately, I feel like in the last few days, is the humidity. It hasn't been as humid, so that's really good. You know, that's actually good, because then it makes it easier, right? Because then they know what you want, and you don't have to fucking go all, I called yesterday and talked to so and so, but I have to tell all the shit again. You know, if they already know you, then it's easier. So I like that when people already know me on the phone, but I don't call anything or anybody anyway, so. I heard this, like, was it a rap song or R&B song? Something like that. I don't know exactly. In the smoke shop where Draven works today, right? I was in there with him, and he was getting some stuff, and yeah. And I heard this song, and this guy is literally singing about, I don't want to live. I don't want to live. I want to die today. I want to die today. What are you doing? Where are you at? Nobody ever calls me. Nobody ever texts me. And the whole time I'm thinking, damn, bro, me too. What's up? Damn, bro, same. Same. I was like, okay, so even people in the rap genre, in the hip-hop, R&B genre, they have problems too connecting with others. It's not me. Okay, good. Fucked up, man. Damn, nobody wants to be friends with me. Oh, God. Whatever. But I know that I will never let my friends down. I will never let down Promethean, and I will never let down Florida Metal. And maybe Miguel. Maybe. And Zakros. Yeah. And I think that's it. Because you guys at least you're sticking by me. You're not leaving me behind. No, you guys don't understand how much that means. I really hope that I will never be put in this predicament, or that you will never be put in this predicament, rather. But you will never see anybody that will do what I would do in order to save you or protect you from anything, from something. But there will come the time where I'm going to be able to prove that, at least to Promethean, but it's a secret. How this is going to happen is a secret right now. Has to be a secret. But just let it be known. Yeah, but you guys don't really want to see that, because I become my true self then. What's inside me will fold out of me, and then things will be very different. You may have an idea, but no. I'm a very what would be the right word? I'm the type of person, you really have to be there for somebody. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, when you're in financial problems, and of course that only goes if your friend can financially themselves afford to help you. That's always the given, right? But if you're in financial trouble and your friends, they lie to you, or they refuse to help you financially, that's like one of the first things. Like, that right there is it's a huge factor to me. That's huge, because I don't know how to really explain it, because that's the tip of the iceberg, right? When you cannot pay your bill or something like this, and your water's gonna get cut off, or your electricity's gonna get cut off, and your friend can help you, and they don't, then and then of course there's other things, standing up for somebody, that's huge. There are many things to really prove yourself as a friend, and also what's really big is also keeping in contact, right? The three of us do, right? Like me and you, Florida Metal, and me and you, Prometheus, we stay in contact. And I really have to say, Florida Metal, to you, I do apologize because I do not reach out so much to you, and I know that, and it's just because like I have so much shit all the time going on. It's like sometimes it's just, you know, and I feel bad about it, but I do want to say I really appreciate that you do that all the time. You always reach out. You always see how I doing and everything, and that means very much to me, you know, because I can literally sit there and you do it so much that, not too much, but you do it often enough for it to happen where I'm really in a situation where I'm just sitting there like, death, come to me, right? And then suddenly I look at my phone and then I see it and I'm like, and then you're like, how are you doing? And I'm like, I'm alive. You know, and it's really great because then I see like your face in my head, and then I think to myself, oh man, I think you may be sad if I died. I'm like, damn it. You know, so it's good. It's good. It's really it really helps because, you know, it is very common that friends just then they just stop talking to you, you know, and it's like I will still continue texting, or I will think about them and they just fucking wipe me out of their life, you know. And it's like, damn, bro, I can never do that, and it breaks my heart. And it's like I decided as of today that I'm not going to sit here and deny that any longer, you know. I'm not gonna sit here and deny that I care about my certain people, and that it hurts me when they leave me or when they ditch me out of their life. Just like the one guy that I told you guys about that doesn't want to speak to me because I said I'm glad that Lemmy from Motorhead died. Really, bro? You know how many people have looked me in the eye and said Michael Jackson was a pedophile and I'm glad he's dead, and I still spoke to them because I disagree with that entirely. I don't think that at all about him. I love that man. And I don't think he did any of that shit, right? And it hurt my feelings when people say that. But, you know, I understand. And it's some superstar that's not going to affect, you know, and I'm not going to split a friendship up because somebody said that to me. You know? I find that so stupid. But that shows me right there, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but that shows me right there how little I meant to this guy, right? I must have meant that little to him, that it was more important for him to think about this band that he probably never even saw live, that these people don't give two shits about him, because in my personal opinion about that band, he doesn't talk to me anymore. Oh, I know, Prometheus, I know you do. You're like, I'm sorry, and I feel bad that you say sorry because you don't have to at all, you know, because I totally understand. When you don't text me, I totally know. Like, in my head, the wheels are turning, and I'm like, she's doing shit. Like, you know, of course. It's totally understandable. Because, you know, I do the same with you sometimes. Like, sometimes hours. And I'm like, you know. And then sometimes it's because I don't even see that you texted me. Because you've had that same problem. It's just stupid Facebook. You know. But, no, that happens. We keep a very good tight ship anyway, you know. Sometimes we only talk a couple of things a day. But we pretty much still talk every day. And that's huge to me, you know. That's really awesome. But yeah, I've been thinking about that situation a lot lately, and it's really fucking like bothering me, man. It's really bothering me. It's like this thing. I want to text him and be like, you really. I mean, I meant that little to you. You're really so fast to not talk to me because of an opinion that I have about some metalhead. That was, by the way, a total fucking asshole. Like, don't, you know, we cannot mix this shit up and have somebody sit here, you know, like he was such a nice guy or some shit. He was a dick. He was an asshole. So fuck that guy. Yeah, die. I don't give a shit. You know? It's not like anybody cares. Nobody cares. But apparently that guy cared so much that he doesn't want to talk to me anymore. Fucking asshole, dude. Makes me really upset. Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, I mean, I don't know, Promethean. I don't know. Like, for instance, I don't know what is your favorite band in the world, but what if, what if I said that, like, in my opinion, right? I would say, oh, oh, I didn't like so and so at all. I'm glad they're dead. Like, you may be like, damn, that's harsh, and I'm like, well, just didn't really like that person at all, and then we move on from the topic, right? That's how I look at it. That's really how I look at it. Now, one of your family members dies, and then I say, yeah, I'm glad that that person died. Well, that's fucked up. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother level, That's something, or my cat dies and somebody says to me, I'm glad the cat died. Or, yeah, I mean, I think it was really just like, he had so much shit going on. He was telling me about his girlfriend beating him up for talking to me. Literally. Telling me that she broke his phone, punched him in the fucking eye, gave him a black eye. All of this nonsense. Told me all about that. And then, we had a conversation about, oh shit, oh fuck. No. Wow! Hot! Ow! No! Guys, you seen this? Huh. I just gotta keep moving it until it goes out. Just burnt the shit. Oh, it's not going out. Fuck. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, there. Jesus. Okay, anyway, so we had a conversation about this. And then, he reached out to me and I was like, dude, you gotta get out of there. Like, you can't be with somebody like that beats you up. That's ridiculous, it's fucking abuse. That's physical abuse. What the hell? I'm like, don't ever let me see her. I'll fucking one time smack a tooth out of her mouth and see if she does that shit again. But anyway, so we had then a couple of times conversation about, whatever. And then one of those things was, because I didn't delete the messages because it's just kind of like, I let me see what he said there. Yeah, he said, there was something about love, okay? There was something about yeah, we were talking about love. It looks like that must have been way before that. Because I'm trying to find that part because I found that so weird that he said that, because it's like, it's untrue what he said. Okay, cool, Promethean. I'll do it in just a second. I can't find it. I don't know. At some point he said to me, he said, I give love and I receive love. And I'm like, is that some shit that his therapist told him or some dumb shit? That's so stupid. Because no, you're not. Your parents treat you like shit. Your girlfriend treats you like shit. So you're not receiving love. The only person that's giving you love is me. But yeah, this is what I said to him when we talked about this. I fucking hate Motorhead. I do know what you sound like. That's why I texted you and asked you. It was about him calling. Your voice just sounds a bit lower now, so I was unsure. No, something is wrong with my fucking phone. No calls come through. Fucking weird. It's not even ringing or anything. He said, you hate Motorhead, but you like Alice Cooper. This is a good conversation. I sense a disturbance in the force. Are you sure you're a metalhead? I said, it's Lemmy. I couldn't stand him. Was glad when he died. Yep, precisely because I am. Precisely because I am a metalhead, right? This is all just me. There's smiley faces, laughing faces, puking faces, all that shit. You know, because I'm not fucking taking this shit serious. Everybody has, like you said for a minute, everybody has their own taste. You know, I'm not mad, whatever. And he is so... Oh, that looked like another one of those things just now. Yeah. Promethean. So, this is where it gets weird. Or shitty. That, you know, I'm, like I said, like, you can see it in the... you can't see it. Like, my messages are haha, like, laughing faces and all that shit. Now here he comes with this serious shit. No smiley, nothing. He goes, what the fuck? Never contact me again. Then he sends a message that says, and if that's the case, no, you're not, in capital letters. Now he's a bass player, right? He's a very good bass player, and he's a musician, you know, so he's, and said, hey, don't blame me for having a better taste in music than you. Laughing face, tongue stick out face, okay? Fucking, like, to me, this is like, oh, whatever. He goes, right, ... I'm serious, dude. I never want to talk to you again. I had a fucking thought. For me, that's what it was. And then he said, I never want to talk to you again. I said, alrighty then. And I put that smiley face and I put the peace sign. And he just put the peace sign. And then he never talked to me again. And when was this? June 20th. Yep. After not having talked for years, okay? Been friends for like years and then didn't talk for years and then talked again. Really got along good, you know. He contacted me about his problems with his girl, you know, like and that was it. Yeah, but that's the thing. Even he sees himself in Lemmy, that's fine. But I don't even know Lemmy like that. Nobody knows. He doesn't even know him like that. You know what I'm saying? So you can't, like, he can't even take it in that sense. That's what I don't understand. It's fucking dumb. Ugh, that's fucking, yeah, but not a guy like that. That person really doesn't deserve it, man. You want to worship, like, no, bro. Not that guy. Not that guy. It's ridiculous. Well, he can have his idol that'll never speak back to him. Because I know that man did not become a god when he passed along. When he passed on. Impossible. So, whatever. I just have to, like, understand that, like, certain people just, I don't know. They just don't want me around. Sucks, but it is what it is. Alright. Let's do this Prometheus. I might just do that and hop off, guys, because it's been like an hour and not, you know, it's only the two of you plus one more. And then I can chill. I'm not trying to run away from you guys, but, you know, you two, I can text with you guys on the thing, you know. Peter Steele was a total dick. Total dick. I don't like most of the shit that he says in interviews. I don't like, you know, his attitude and, you know, but I love the music. I love the music. But I do still think that he was less of a dick than fucking Lemmy, because he also kind of like expressed it better in his music. There was a deeper meaning in his lyrics, and there was a deeper meaning and a deeper way of understanding him. So when you listen to his music and then he opens his mouth, it kind of matches. You know what I mean? I don't know how to describe it properly, but, you know. He wasn't always just a dick, you know. He'll say shitty sentences in between, you know. But the fucking Lemmy was just like a fucking all the time. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, irritating. Even his voice when he speaks, and just Anyway, let's get her going, Promethean. Do you want anything specific or just in general? Perfect. Good signs already. Look at that. The Emperor. Okay, so it's actually been a minute since I've given a reading, so I have to kind of cheat here. But you guys know I always got my little booklet with me just in case anyway. I want to make sure. Strong male figure. Leadership, accomplishment, ambition. So that is something close to you, close to home. Somebody around you, somebody you know, somebody you spend a lot of time with. And it's positive. It's very good. Moving on. Oh. Yeah, okay, that's okay too. That's I can tell immediately. So the 7 of Cups, that this is in a positive sense. Like there's a little bit of fantasizing and daydreaming going on in your life right now, in a positive sense. Not that you're neglecting anything, but you're having a little bit of a time. There is stress, but there is also time of relaxation in your head a little bit. Maybe, you know, so maybe then it could be applied to you. You know what I mean? Because even so it says strong male figure, we women can be manly and men can be womanly. You know, so could be applied to you. Could be applied to somebody coming into your life soon. I don't know. But it's something like that. Yeah, it's definitely personal. It's not your job or anything like that. So it's definitely applies to you in some way. Ambition, accomplishments. I mean, that can apply to you. Unsure then. But yeah, so this is a little bit about like fantasizing, a little bit living, thinking about things, imagining things, and having thoughts of fantasy, okay? That seems to be happening off and on, but in a positive manner. It's not because sometimes this card can be negative, where people are just really neglecting everything in their life and just kind of like dissociating or whatever that's called, that's not the case here. You really just kind of like, I think maybe when you do certain things artistically or something, this occurs to you, okay? So we're still good, even so this, you can't really, you say you can't really apply that, then it's got to be you then. It's got to be directly you, I'm thinking. But I cannot believe this. You have the Empress and the Emperor. Fertility, fidelity, that's what that means. Okay, so now actually this kind of flips around. Strong female figure. So Makes sense now to me. It makes sense now because we merged the two and then we have you. That's so... That has never happened. I have never given anybody a reading that had both of these cards in their deck. That's a good omen. That's a very good sign. Very good sign. Like, you're doing the right thing. You are really in a good place. Okay. That's very good. That's very good to see it that way. That could very well be it. It's awesome. It's wonderful. I'm really glad that that you have had this. So yeah. So things are good. Things are good. Even though I was just gonna say I know you're going through a lot of stuff, but it looks like the stars are saying pretty much that you're doing what you need to do and you're doing the right thing and you're following the steps as you. It's kind of like you how would I describe it? You're really walking the path into the right area, you know? Yeah. Yeah. I know. I know it sucks, but that's always the thing that I always say, and I know it sounds so lame, but it's like you can't control what you do, or you can't control what other people do. You know? You can only control how you react to it, you know, and you have to do the best that you can, and I think you're doing it, and I think you're doing everything that you can. You're working hard, and you're taking care, and you have your priorities in the right place. I think that has a lot to do with these cards too. The fertility, the fidelity. You are really you have it all in the right place and how it's supposed to be. You know, you're not fucking neglecting anything. You really know what you're having to do, you know. So that was I'm really glad that reading happened just now. Wow. Perfect. So yeah, just keep it up. Keep up what you're doing. Seemingly, this is the right thing. Seemingly, this is fate and the chosen path. As of right now, we know that this changes all the time, right? The currents of fate always change. So... But yeah, guys, so this was a good stream. Yeah, I've been on here now an hour. Thinking that I might head out. And what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday, and then I will just be back tomorrow. Because tomorrow I have to clean the house. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I think maybe I'll just do it on Saturday or something. I don't know yet. We'll see. But whatever happens, I will definitely be back tomorrow. That's my plan, at least. So I'm glad I came on and did this for a little while. Maybe next week, well, it depends on when my canopy gets here. Because when the canopy gets here, or gazebo, whatever you want to call it, then I have to put that up too. But depends on when it gets here. If it comes on the weekend, then I can just do it on the weekend. Then I don't have to split my time. But oh, hi Zagros, hi, how are ya? Sucks about the show, man, but it's cool. We'll do it next. We'll do it November. Postponed until November. Gives us some more time, right? Gives us time. Gives us time to maybe stock up on merchandise again, things like that, you know. Throw in a rehearsal or two. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're coming Saturday. See, I have so little visitors that I forget when somebody calls. Oh, my God, I'm so excited. You guys are coming Saturday. This is going to be cool. I haven't told Draven yet, guys. He's going to be so excited when I tell him. What do you and Lindsay like to drink? I do want to know. Like, I don't know if you guys drink alcoholic or non-alcoholic things or whatever is your drink of choice. And maybe even your snack of choice. So, the iced tea, I got sweet tea, I hope, because I make a very good sweet tea. The sparkling water, I love it. It's such a European thing. I just ran out of my fucking, I have that soda stream and I just ran out of my carbonation thing. Oh, I know, that's right, your birthday. Yes! Oh my God, that would be so cool. November, like my dad. I forget the date now. Please don't kill me, but I have a really hard time. I still, my old best friend, I knew it was August. I can't remember. Was it fucking the 14th or some shit like that? I don't know. I'm very bad at that stuff. I can remember the month, but I always have a problem with the day. I still get Draven's mixed up because my dad's okay. So Draven's is in September, and it's like okay, my dad's was November 25th. Now, Draven's is September. I think it's 27th, but sometimes I think in my head it's the 25th, right? Because my dad was... It's fucked up. The only birthdays I fucking have on lock is my mom and my brother. My mom was January 22nd and my brother is March 27th. So that's in there, right? That's in there. But yeah, November. Yeah, oh my God. That would be so cool. You know you can always come here. You know that. Can crash here. You bring B, we'll fucking, I don't know, we'll make something for you guys, you know? It'd be totally cool, dude. Really? March 27th? Oh, wow. Yeah, that's my bro. Yeah, and Draven's birthday's coming up, and I gotta fucking figure out what I gotta get him. What I can get him. Nah, it's easy. It's easy. He's like me. He likes a lot of different things. So there's always like a good choice of what I can get him. So. But yeah, I do want to try to really reach that goal that until November when the show comes that we have merchandise. That we have at least new t-shirts. I gotta have it. I mean, we have still patches and we still have the old album. So we have that. But I really do need to fucking get that fucking merchandise going. Should be okay. I think I can somehow do it. Really is actually, it fell really in the right time that this show was postponed. Honestly, with my cat getting hit and me having to build the fence and fucking not having merchandise and guys, we weren't even able to rehearse. So we would have done the shit without a rehearse. Hey, we're pros, no problem, nema problema. But you know, it gives us more time now to breathe a little bit and prepare a little bit better, But it doesn't matter because we know our shit. It's in our blood. It came from our blood, so it's in our blood. But yeah, so November, it's gonna be good, guys. Yeah, and Promethean, that'd be so cool if you could make it down here. Be fucking awesome. I could totally set you guys, like I'm already thinking in my head, like I could totally set you guys up in the dining room with the fucking two blow up beds for you guys, and you guys could be totally like comfortable. Because I don't have an extra room because like I have an extra room technically, but Draven is in there he plays their video games there, and it's my art room too, right? So it's like, and it's the band room too. It has all the fucking amps and all that shit in there. So it's like, you know, it's not really, but downstairs, you know, I have the living room, which is kind of small, but the dining room has a lot of room. So in the dining room, why are you hoping for that date, Zagros? Curious. No, I mean, nah, he wouldn't be there. He wouldn't be there. I can tell you that. I mean, I doubt it. Like I said to you before, I've never, you know. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I mean, in all... No. Oh, yeah, we can't... Oh, fuck. That's stupid. We'll text about it later. I can't say what I want to say right now. I mean, I can, but out of respect to you, I'm not doing that. But, yeah. It's just like clicked up there. Well, I'm gonna text everybody because I'm gonna just get off of here because I want to keep watching my anime, and it's not many here. So my friends are here, so you know. So I'm gonna text you guys. I'm gonna head out, but I'll be back tomorrow. And it was really nice tonight. Little relaxing, chilling, talking. You know. So I'll be back tomorrow. Let us not forget to mourn those in spiritual turmoil. And thank you guys so much for always being here and coming to see me. And whenever I see your names in the chat, I'm always very happy. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. And until then, I say tschüss, zdravo, and bye.